Here the Lord informs Arjuna that this system of yoga, the Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken to the sun god, and Aruna Chaudhary kaadu, Surya Bhagavanudu. And the sun god explained it to Manu Smriti, the person who wrote Bharatiya Siksha Smriti, Indian Penal Code, is Manu. And Manu explained it to Ikshvaku, means Sri Rama's ancestor. And in that way, by disciplined succession, one speaker after another, this yoga system has been coming down, like I am telling to you. But in the course of time, it has become lost. Consequently, the Lord has to speak it again. అంటే మర్చిపోయిన వాళ్ళకి మళ్ళీ గుర్తు చేస్తున్నాము. This time to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. I think you better remember this. He tells Arjuna that he is relating the supreme secret to him because he is his devotee and his friend. The purport of this is that Bhagavad Gita is a treat which is specially meant for the devotee of the Lord. There are three classes of transcendentalities, namely the Gnani, the Yogi and the Bhakta, or the impersonalist, the mediator and the devotee. Here the Lord clearly tells Arjuna that he is making him the first receiver of a new parampara, succession, disciplic succession, because the old succession was broken. It was the Lord's wish, therefore, to establish another parampara in the same line of thought that was coming down from the sun god to others. Taking a short break over here. People take commercial break because they are prostitutes. వాళ్ళు ఏంటి దేవుడి పేరుతో డబ్బు సంపాదిస్తారు. ఇస్కాన్ పీపుల్ దేవుడిని అడ్డం పెట్టుకొని దొంగతనాలు చేస్తారు. వ్యభిచారం చేసే ఇస్కాన్ పీపుల్ దొంగతనాలు కూడా చేస్తారు. రంకు నేర్చిన వాళ్ళు బొక్కు నేర్వరా అని. ఇస్కాన్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ థీవ్స్. సో here the Lord clearly tells Arjuna that he is making him the first receiver of new parampara, and therefore to establish another parampara in the same line of thought that was coming down from the sun god to others. And it was his wish that his teaching is distributed to all people by Arjuna. He wanted Arjuna to become the authority in understanding the Bhagavad Gita. Did I understand? So we see that Bhagavad Gita is instructed to Arjuna especially because Arjuna was a devotee of the Lord, a direct student of Sri Krishna and his intimate friend and a cousin. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is best understood by a person who has qualities similar to Arjuna. That is to say, he must be a devotee in a direct relationship with Lord. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he also has a direct relationship with Lord. That is a very elaborate subject matter. But briefly it can be stated that a devotee is in a relationship with Supreme, with a Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it is one of 5 different ways which I explained to you already. The entire description and clearly observing and noticing the battle of Kurukshetra, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra being chapter 1, and contents of the Gita summarized being chapter 2, and Karma Yoga being chapter 4, and Karma Yoga action in Krishna consciousness. Of course, we should know about it. We should know about the criminals. That is chapter 5, and chapter 6 being Sankhya Yoga. Knowledge of the Absolute is chapter 7, and attaining the Supreme being chapter 8, the most confidential knowledge, keep it in mind, is chapter 9, and chapter 10 is for the absolute devotees, not for criminals, and chapter 11 is the universal form, devotional service being chapter 12, nature, the enjoyer and the consciousness, the Krishna consciousness being chapter 13. The 3 modes of material nature is chapter 14. And of course the yoga of the Supreme Person is chapter 15. The divine and the demonic natures are chapter 15 and 16. And the divisions of faith is chapter 17. The conclusion, the perfection everything, the conclusion, perfection, or in your language it may be catastrophe. It is chapter 18. Okasari, if you go down the memory lane, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Pardo Dhanurdhara is the ending node, like tomorrow is yet another day and Gone with the Wind. Dear friends, we have been watching, we have been listening, we have been observing, we have been noticing people's, the barkings of the dogs. Do you think it has any impact? Do you think it will disturb our journey? Do you think it will have any sort of any image or any sort of any impact on us? Never. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholders. The devotion on Krishna and the respect we have on Bhagavad Gita is important, not other things.